I think folks think I be playing. YouTube, what it do? Good morning to everybody on this lovely snowy Monday. And it was all cool. The snow was cool, whatever, but I'm really ready for it to go because I'm slipping and sliding and I got to get my brakes done. So yeah, a real life moment for you. But anyway, I know it may sound crazy to other people who are very, very logical, but one thing that has always stuck with me in my spiritual journey that I have profoundly thought to be delusional was to be delusional. Like, if you know, you know. And I feel like delusion is just your reality information, if you think about it. Because it's like, you got to be honest with yourself. The stuff that you want in life, to anybody else, it would just be unrealistic. It would be unobtainable. It would just, you know, nah, you came from the hood. Nah, well, you can't have this, then the third. And it's like, why not? How come I can't have it? Like, did God tell you I couldn't have it? You know, it's one of them situations where it's like, you can't tell me what ain't meant for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, nothing is out of reach to anybody. And I feel like when we go through certain obstacles in our life, I feel like there's some type of character development, because I feel like if you had a life of ease, you will be content, you will be comfortable with whatever that you have. And so you have to go through certain stuff in your life that builds some type of character development, and you build some type of, I don't know, some type of struggle or restraint or strife, whatever the situation or the case may be. I feel like it will build you in order to go after the life. So it's like, when it comes to being delusional, I love being around people with that particular type of mindset. I ain't saying just be plain ass dumb or be plain stupid, but delusion is a different type of manifestation to it. Like, you have to, it's just one of them things where it could be like, damn, I wish I could, you know what I'm saying, like, get a horse, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, you probably going horseback ride. I ain't no telling. You never know what the universe will have for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been so many stuff where I have said I wanted this and I wanted that, and I just allow myself to let it go, and I hold on to it, and then in the midst of everything, I've had it. No matter who it came from, no matter how I got it. So when things like that, when God has shown me that nothing in this life is not obtainable for you, I've always went with that mindset. It could have been a simple talk. It could have been a simple thought, and that's why I always tell people, oh, this sun is just not it's blocking my view. Oh my goodness. Oh look, y'all. Okay, yeah. But, you know, like I said, once God has shown me that, and that's another thing, like I always tell people, I've gotten to a point where I tell people, be careful about what you speak over your life, be careful about what comes out your mouth. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, and that's with anything. I don't care. I know we have days where we go through the most and we feel like, damn, God ain't listening to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really hope he would have just blessed me with this or whatever. I try to do good and put out this in the world. And so you feel like the moment that you don't feel like you don't get something in that moment, it's not meant for you. But it's just, that means that the desires of your heart are doubting whatever it is that you're manifesting, or whatever it is that you set your heart out to want or need. And so it's just one of those things where even if you don't see it right now, you still have to have that faith. You still have to have that delusion where it can still happen for you, no matter what the scenario or what the season or what the situation may be in that present moment. You have to truly believe in your heart and within your faith that it's going to happen for you. Like, it's a lot. Like I told people, I don't care if I ask for something today. It might not come today, but it could come 6 months from now. It could come a year from now. It could come in 2 weeks. It could come, you know what I'm saying, however it's gonna come. But what's for me is for me, baby. Can't nobody take that away from me. So I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what your higher power is. That's not my business. That's not my walk. All I know is the God I serve, baby, has gotten me through. But whoever you believe in, if you are a universal person, if you are a person who believes in physics, you know what I'm saying, science, whatever, manifestation, things like that, I always trust and believe in whatever your thought process to be. It'll come into fruition, but you have to learn whatever it is that your heart's desire. So, you know, like I be telling people, I'm a little bit delusional, baby. Whatever I feel like I can have, I'ma get it. I've always gotten, I might have had to cry a little bit. I might have had to, you know, fuss and fight and argue and be like, God, why me? trust me, I'm human. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. So I'm gonna have these human emotions to where I feel like, you know what I'm saying, God is not hearing me. Damn, what did I do so wrong? Is it a karmic debt that I'm paying off, that I'm paying for, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to my bloodline and my ancestors? Like, whatever the case may be. And so you still, regardless in that moment, the crazy part about it, when you ask for something, God is going to take you through the craziest things to see if it's what you really want. Is it worth the sacrifice? Is it worth that temporary moment of not having peace? Is it worth that temporary moment of chaos? And I wouldn't even say chaos. Like I always try to reword things, you know what I'm saying, to it helps show momentum. It helps show momentum. But I try not to say chaos. I just try to say it's a character development. Because nothing that you go through is, you know what I'm saying, it's not coincidence and it's not by mistake. That's for damn sure. So when I ask for a certain type of lifestyle, if I ask for a certain type of relationship, if I ask for a certain type of career, I have been faced with a lot of adversity to where it's like, God, I don't know about this. Like, I kind of see why people be cool working a regular job. I kind of see why people be content with just, you know what I'm saying, doing the regular day-by-day thing. But when I think about it, in my spirit, a day-to-day life, it ain't for me. It's not for me. I can't see myself waking up forever, just waking up, going to work, getting the kids ready for school, and it's the same routine over and over and over again. Like, it's too much of the world out here to just be stuck and stagnant, to just feel like this is it. This ain't it. And I think that's what probably always made me rebellious, you know what I'm saying, in my mother's eyes, because I was never one to just stick to something. Like, I don't care if it was a job, I don't care. Like, jobs are temporary. I just don't understand. That's another topic for another day, but I just feel like people always feel like a job is solidified. Like, jobs wouldn't give a fuck and let you go today. But I feel like if God gave you a talent, don't sleep on your natural born gifts and talents, because that is what's supposed to, you know what I'm saying, give you your breakthrough. Like, this simulation or this world that we live in has designed for us to feel like, okay, a job is where it's at. A job is what we need to have in order to survive. This, then the third, woo. And then you suppress your natural God-given gifts that make you unique and make you who you are. So you put that to the side. So now you know what I'm saying, you 10, 15, 20 years from now still doing the same thing, unhappy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Your bills may be paid, but you so stuck into having to consume to a particular type of lifestyle to where it's like, you might want to go take a trip, but you got to work. And you're afraid to take the risk of taking the trip because you worry about what your boss may say. I can't live like that. I've always been a very, I don't want to say rebellious, but if it ain't sitting well with my spirit, I ain't finna do it. I ain't fucking with it. So, you know, be a little delusional in the life that you want. You have to. That's the only way. It ain't the only way, but it's one of the key breadcrumbs that'll get you to where you need to be. You know, so I will say, and this is, I can't speak for nobody else, but I will say that sometimes this is the hard part for me. In the process of being delusional in your thoughts of what you want your reality to be, you have to walk in your delusion. And what I mean by that is, if you want a successful life, like I probably said that in previous videos, like if you want a successful love life, a successful marriage, whatever your end goal is, you have to walk in it. And to me, like I said, I feel like the hard part is, like, once you set your intentions out on what you want, it's like the universe just be throwing little shit at you. Like, oh, you said you want this, well, boom, car fucking up. Boom, you know what I'm saying, past bill due, boom, an unexpected bill, boom, you know what I'm saying, something going on with the kids, boom, something going in the relationship. It always be little crossroads that'll try to throw you off your rocker. But you have to be, if not just mentally strong, you have to be spiritually strong to understand, like, this will come with the lifestyle. Like, nothing worth having comes easy. And that's something that I always have to tell myself. And as a person who has always kind of had like a rough life when it comes to like getting things, you know, so I always had to kind of, I guess you could say, work hard for it, or like, just, I've always had to fight through something to get what I want. So I said all that to say, like, when when you start to try to walk in your delusion, you have to be whatever it is that you sought yourself out to be. Whatever lifestyle that you want, you have to put yourself in that momentum as if you already got it, as if it's already come to you, as if you've already received it. If you want to be a wife, you have to move like a wife. It's certain, you know what I'm saying, certain characteristics, certain movements, you know what I'm saying, you can't do no more. If you don't like being single, but you want to be in a relationship, you can't keep moving doing single shit. You get what I'm saying? So you have to put yourself in alignment with it. If you want to be successful, whether it's a YouTuber, a businessman, you know what I'm saying, a person that's trying to climb the corporate ladder, whatever is your ideal, you know what I'm saying, ideology, or whatever your career path is, you have to move like that. You can't keep talking like you broke. You can't keep saying what you don't have. You can't keep making it seem as if you lacking. Just say, you know what I'm saying, my deposit coming. You know, like, my money coming. My money already there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gotta wait for it to be transferred from the savings to from the check. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just when it comes to manifesting, it's all about wordplay. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's all about knowing what particular type of words not to use, and then it's also about knowing like what type of words to take out of your vocabulary. Like, whatever, you know what I'm saying, your toxic family members or your toxic past relationships have tried to play or betray to make you seem like you ain't shit, you'll never be shit, you ain't capable of having this, like, take that out your mind. That's like I always try to tell people, you ain't with me when I'm praying to God. You not here. You don't hear what God tells me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't in the room when God tells me whatever my assignment is. That's not your business to worry about what God has placed on my life. If you're going to be in alignment with it or you ain't. But if you're not in alignment with whatever God has called to me and I'm trying to walk in that alignment, then you can't be with me. So I just feel like you don't have to explain whatever God has put on your heart to do. And you don't have to explain yourself to nobody. The ones that get it, they're going to get it. And the ones that don't, it's going to be revealed to you. Now, whatever you do with that information, whatever you do or however you handle those people, that's on you. That's on you. But you got to know that certain people can be your delayment, for sure. Even if they don't necessarily do nothing, it's just where you trying to go, they possibly can't go with you. And that's something that we also have to, you know what I'm saying, remember too. But don't ever let what somebody else or how somebody else thinks about you stop you from doing what God has assigned you to do. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the character development. Like, it's people that's supposed to come in your life that tell you you ain't gonna be shit, because it puts you back in the place of being just one of these people that, you know what I'm saying, didn't want to take a risk, didn't want to stand into their true calling, wanted to feed into what, you know what I'm saying, other people have said about that. That's a part of your purpose. So don't ever think like, damn, I wish I would have never met this person. Damn, I wish I would have never. You were supposed to. That's a part of the mission. That's a part of your assignment, is to meet people that's supposed to test your boundaries, or they're supposed to, you know what I'm saying, like, are you going to listen to human or are you going to listen to God? Who is more powerful? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I love my mom and my daddy, but I tell them, y'all really not my parents. Y'all was just supposed to bring me into this world. But my only mission is to do what God has assigned me to do on this earth. Y'all just want me to do what's comfortable for what you feel is comfortable for you. But if that's not what God has assigned me to do, what it look like God, the ultimate God giving me gifts, but you telling me don't use those gifts, do something else, because it ain't going to work out for you. You don't know what's going to work out for me. That go for friends, family, whoever. So, you know, take from that information what you will. But yeah, delusion is just a form of reality information. And the word information is to get information for your reality. It only comes out as a delusion because it's just a thought process right now. It hasn't formed into the physical world. But until it does, then hey, stay in alignment, stay in formation with it, stay in the process of what you want your life to be. I know that the things I want, I can't get with no regular job. I know that the love I want, I can't get being stuck in who I used to be, or, you know what I'm saying, thinking like at the first sign of danger or the first sign of, you know what I'm saying, our first problem, I'm just supposed to give up on it, because in my mind, I feel like my my perfect romance story is supposed to not have arguments or disagreements. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. And if anything, it makes your relationship or your, you know what I'm saying, your covenant or your union stronger. So, you know, everything gonna be peaches and cream, and sometimes your perfect story is gonna have imperfections, and that's okay. But just I tell people all the time, be delusional. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little delusional. If it's in, you know what I'm saying, good meaning. But yeah, be delusional in your thoughts. Say what you want. I tell my kids all the time, don't be afraid to say what you want. If that's what you want that. Nothing in this world is not obtainable, is not out of your reach. Everything in this world you can have. And don't let nobody tell you different. Don't even let me, you know what I'm saying, tell you different. If God put that on your heart as a thought for you to have it, stick to that. But until next time, I love y'all. Keep being delusional. Keep manifesting. Keep praying. Keep putting God first. And I will see y'all on the next video. And make sure you like and subscribe. And y'all stay safe out here in this, I don't know what this is. This damn sure ain't no snow. But, yeah. Love y'all.